Girl, what is happening with Dorit Kemsley? She has been very quiet, and the home is still in foreclosure. What is going on? Why no one is saying anything? I got some little answers for you. And I was like, okay, we have been so on top of this situation that we kind of like need to understand, to know what really is happening. And we need to talk about it. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to the Beverly Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all. So make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And girl, let's talk about this mess. Okay, thank God I'm heading into a red light because I need to put my under eye, mask. Because girl, what do you mean that you have to go to work at like 6 in the morning? That should be so unconstitutional. I can't. Anyways, how are you guys? So let's talk about this situation with Miss Dorit Kemsley. As we, heard the last time, her home is still in foreclosure, right? And the auctioneer was supposed to do the auction of the house. I'm talking like this week that just passed, right? And we have been hearing all about, 24 karat gold, of course. And we have been trying to hear all about it, but then out of nowhere, like we hear about every single extension, and then it kind of like went silence, like it kind of like went like, what is going on over here? Well, so this is the situation that is going on so far. The Reed house apparently is worthless. Okay, the situation is that allegedly she and PK, because it's not like we are fans of Dorit, but in this case we need to understand that this is very much a PK situation as well. Both of them have so many loans on that house. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they fool people, but they have so many loans on that house, and everyone kind of like want to get this on whatever the house sell, right? That whoever is auctioning the house in reality apparently will not get anything, because there are other lenders that will get there first. To me, it is very similar to what happened with Erica Jane at the very beginning, when they were, for example, auctioning all the things inside of Gerardi and Kissy, and like the mansion, and all of those things. Was that, yes, we have these victims, right? I'm sorry, no, we have the victims of Erica Jane, but like in this case, like we have the people who will benefit from it. And once the house sell, everything has to go first to another place. That's what happened with the Erica Jane situation, Everything sell, but like above the victims were the lenders, were the banks, were like all of these corporations who called dibs into, whatever happened. So it's the same situation over here. They owe money to Chase, they owe money to private lenders, and I think, if I'm correct, that Chase has dibs over everything. So if the house sell, even though it was supposed to be to pay those lenders, it will have to go first through Chase. And even I think the state has some tax liens over that house. So all of that will have to be paid first. And then, the actual lenders will, the actual people who give money, the private lenders, will get absolutely nothing. So as far as we heard, the people who were about to do the auction is having conversations with those lenders, telling them, I think it's better for you if I think it's better for you if you try to work something out directly with the Kemsleys, because that way, even if it's like a million years pay how do you say that, pay financial thing. Girl, I'm sorry, it is too early in the morning, my brain is not working. Girl, payment plan, yes. Even if it's like 1,000 months payment plan, at least you will be getting some money, right? If you do this auction right now, you will be getting absolutely nothing or very, very little money. Okay. Sorry guys, it's just like I think there is a fire close by, and you can feel it like in the smell now, and it's looking pretty red. Girl. Anyways, too early for this. Anyways, so yeah, apparently that's what is going on over here right now, so I don't know, I think it will make sense, and I think that's what is probably why they keep pushing the auction so much over and over and over. It's because they need to work something out privately. Now they know that Dorit Kemsley is getting some money. She's gonna have the rest of the money from the book, right? They know that PK is also getting some money, so they are like, why don't you pay for the house? Why don't you pay for this? But they are in this war between PK and Dorit, where like they probably don't want to pay for the whole thing, so the other person doesn't get everything. Also, like, if they pay for the whole thing and they are getting divorced, then they have to sell the house anyways and get like 50-50, unless they get into some kind of agreement that the kids can live there. I don't know, I think this is honestly way too complicated, but that's what is happening right now, guys. So that's why it keeps getting pushed and pushed. Kind of like work on Dorit's behalf, because she's right now trying to promote that book like there is no tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. How long do you think? I have a sense that it will be pushed again, and I think that if they are smart, the Kemsleys, they might get that payment plan, I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. And if you're gonna get all the tea related to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.